Hey guys, Tough Love Tiffany. Welcome to the final episode of Love Month. I'd like to say thank you for following me this whole month. I know it was a little bit different than my normal episodes. So starting back in March, we will be doing the normal routine of me answering advice. And I encourage all my followers, or just anybody who may have stumbled upon this video, to please ask a question in the comments below, and I will pick one and I will answer them myself. So let's get into today's topic, which is breakups. There are a few different outcomes for a relationship, right? You could stay together, be happy, you could get married, you could realize that maybe you need some time apart, have a bit of a break, maybe an open relationship for a bit, and then get back together. And then there's ultimately a breakup where you can't make it work out. And then among breakups, there's some different scenarios for how a breakup can occur. You can have a mutual breakup. It's amicable. You both just realize you want different things in your life. Maybe he's moving away to a different state and you need to stay because you have a job or your family, and you're both realizing that long distance isn't going to work. Each of you loves each other and you want to be friends, but you know that deep down you can't make it work. So those types of breakups, you can cope a little bit easier with that because it's mutual. Nobody needs closure. You both are on the same page. Then there's the breakups that are a little bit messy. There's the breakups where one person is doing the breaking up and the other person is being broken up with. If you are the person who's being broken up with, it's going to be hard on you. There's a lot that's going to be going through your mind. You're going to possibly want them back. You're going to want answers. You're going to want to know why. And they may not be willing to give you any sort of closure. And it is the worst. And I am sorry. I have been through that. And it sucks balls. So here are some things for you to help you cope with a lack of closure and a lack of discussion and just getting over this person. You are going to want to know everything that they're doing at this time. And with Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all the other social medias, you are going to want to stalk them. Please don't. Please refrain from stalking them. It's going to hurt you more. You're going to want to be posting a bunch of things like, oh, I'm out and I'm having fun. And like, you're going to want them to miss you. They don't miss you. They broke up with you. They don't give a fuck about you at all. So you stalking them on Facebook, you posting things hoping that they'll see, you doing anything to get their attention, it's only going to hurt you. So my advice would to be to unfriend them altogether. But if you're not the type of person where you don't like to burn bridges, it wasn't that messy of a breakup, they didn't wrong you in any personal way, they just broke up with you. If you don't want to unfriend them, consider unfollowing them. So on Facebook, it's really easy, right? You can either follow somebody normal, you can super follow them and they'll show up first in your feed, or you can unfollow them. You'll still be friends, you just won't see any posts from them. If you have more self-control, unfollowing them is a better option. If you are the type of person who is obsessed, please unfriend your ex on all social medias. Another piece of advice is don't be a booty call. So they may text you out of the blue on a Friday night, a Saturday night, and be like, want to come over, Netflix and chill? And your initial response is probably going to be like, yes, I want you, I miss you, I want to see you. It's not like that. They don't give a fuck about you. They just want to have sex because they're an asshole and they just want to use you. So if they are booty calling you, say no. You don't need them. You can easily do it yourself. Or if you really want to have sex, there is Tinder. You go out, you find your own booty call. You don't fucking need that drama. If you are the type of person where you can absolutely separate sex and feelings, by all means, be a booty call. If this relationship ended amicably, if they didn't break your heart, if you're okay with that, go ahead. Whatever floats your boat. But chances are, if they broke up with you and you're the one being hurt, having sex with them is not a good idea for you. And I'm just trying to save you the drama. You're gonna do whatever the fuck you wanna do. I'm just warning you, I was there and it fucking sucked. Along the lines of booty calls, if they're calling you, you may have the desire to call them when you are drunk. You're out clubbing and you're just like, oh, you know, I just really miss Brad, and like, he always got me, and I want to see him, guys. I just want to see him. Bitch, no. No. You don't want to see Brad. You don't need to see him. You're with your girlfriends. Fuck Brad. He broke up with you. He's a dick. If you are inebriated and you have this desire to drunk text your ex, maybe drunk text a friend instead. I drunk text my friends all the time. It's hilarious. You should try it. Just drunk text somebody else. You know what's even better? Delete that asshole's phone number from your phone and you'll never be able to do it again. Ever. Along the same lines of drunk texting. Say you're sober. You just want to talk to somebody and your ex was your go-to for all those discussions. They were your best friend and confidant. And now you don't have that. Your first reaction when you get a promotion at work or you got sick with the flu is you want to call them and you want to discuss it with them. Don't do that. It's not good for you because you need to make new connections. So if that's occurring, if you need to discuss something with somebody else, call a friend, call a family member, invite them over for dinner, go out for drinks, do something to take your mind off of it and to talk. And if they're a good friend, they will. You need to get past the stalking. You need to find new friendships, and you need to find out what you want as a person. This is a perfect opportunity for you to figure out who you are without a person. Just by yourself. You need to take up a hobby. You need to find your passion. You need to just do things for you. You need to do all of these things before you even consider getting into another relationship. You don't want to be that person who just hops from one relationship to the next, because do you even know who you are? Have you ever been alone for a long period of time? Have you been able to just sit by yourself and enjoy your own company? Because you should do that. I think it's very important that you enjoy your own company before you get into another relationship. You need to figure out who you are. Don't rush into relationships. Don't be that person who, I just need to be with somebody because I can't be alone. Being alone is not the worst thing in the world. And I know, who am I to talk? I'm married, I'm in a relationship, yada, yada, yada. I've heard that shit before. But if I, for some reason, was by myself, I would be okay. I would be sad. I would go through the grieving process, but I'd be okay being by myself. And maybe that's just the type of person I am. I'm slightly introverted by nature, so I'm fine with being alone. I think it's an important thing for you to be comfortable with, because you may find somebody, and I hope that if that's really what you want, that you do. I hope you find somebody. But in the off chance that you don't, you have to be comfortable with the fact that you should be enough for you. And your friends and your family and these other relationships should be enough to sustain you. You don't need romantic love to complete you as a person, because you are independent, you are strong, you are beautiful, and you don't need anybody else. You could want somebody else, but you don't need them. Everything you ever needed to be a whole person, you've had it all along. And another person isn't going to change that. Another person isn't going to change your insecurities. They're not going to change anything else about you. You're always going to be who you are, and you should be comfortable with that. And you should enjoy being with yourself. And you should not, by any means, put any relationship on a pedestal. So, to conclude this episode, I would like to give a toast to you, the wounded lover, the one who had your heart ripped out and broken. I hope you feel better. I'm sorry that things didn't work out, but you'll be fine. You'll be okay. And I hope that you have an awesome week. Hey guys! was. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit the like button below. If you want to see more, please subscribe. I produce content every Tuesday. If you enjoyed Love Month and you want to watch it from beginning to end, please click the link above. And remember that we are going back to advice starting on the first Tuesday in March. So if you want to have a question answered, please write it in the comments below and I will be picking one. I appreciate you watching this whole month. I'm sorry if it threw a wrench in the gears of what we normally cover, but I thought it was important to discuss relationships. And I will see you next week. So you have an awesome one. Bye!